Welcome dear students. Here we are going to learn the MSc first year CHP 210 course, that is physical chemistry. We already started to learn the first chapter, that is rotational spectroscopy. Last lecture we learned about the rotational spectra of a linear rigid rotator. Okay, here from that we can find out the energy by using a Schrodinger equation. That is what? The EJ is equal to the h square upon 8 pi square I j plus 1. Okay, from that energy we can find out the I value, that is moment of inertia. Also we learned that is energy level, different energy level of a rigid diatomic rotator. Okay, here we get the value, that is what? Ej is equal to h square upon 8 pi square I j plus 1. Here this term h square upon 8 pi square I, all these term are constant, and this constant term is called as a rotational constant. This is very important term, that is what? The rotational constant, which is denoted as B, and which can be measured in the unit, that is centimeter inverse. That means energy which can be measured in the centimeter inverse. Okay, here this is the value for the energy which can be measured in the term of joules, and whenever this energy get converted to in the centimeter inverse, that time here this energy is get converted to the wave number, that is equal to what? E upon hc. We put this value into this above equation, then we get this h upon 8 pi square IC into jj plus 1, and that's why here this h upon 8 pi square IC, this is the constant term which is denoted as a B here also, and that B is called as a rotational constant, and the unit of this is what? The centimeter inverse. This B can be determined from the spectroscopic experiment, and their unit is a centimeter inverse. Okay, today we are going to learn the new topic, that is what? The rotational transition in rigid diatomic molecule. How they get they shows the transition. Okay, that means what happen if we take here the molecules which is diatomic. Here this is the HCl molecule. Then whenever we rotate this molecule, then what happen? They show some changes in their dipole moment, and that's why here it has some selection rule. The first selection rule is what? Whenever this molecule shows a rotational transition, that means whenever we rotate that molecule, they show some transition, and here that means how we know this molecule shows the transition? By changing their dipole moment. That means the first selection rule is what? This delta mu, that is dipole moment, is never be 0. Why? Because this molecule gives a rotational spectrum only if it has a permanent dipole moment. That means if any molecule has a permanent dipole moment, then only they shows the rotational spectrum, then only they show some transition. Okay, if we take the another example, that is H2. This H2 has a dipole moment 0. That means this molecule is not shown the rotational transition state. Okay, this is a rotational inactive, or this is also called as a microwave inactive molecule. Okay, that's why the first selection rule is what? Delta mu is not equal to 0. It must be have some value, permanent dipole moment. Second is what? The delta J, which is equal to plus minus 1. It must be the plus minus 1. Okay, this plus 1 it is for the absorption, and minus 1 for the emission. That means what? Here if we take any molecule, we has to rotate it. That's why we what happened? We push some energy to this molecule for the rotation. Okay, whenever we provide the energy to this molecule absorbs some energy and goes to the excited state. After going to the excited state, this molecule again goes to the ground state by the emission of the energy. Okay, that means whenever this we provide the energy to rotate this molecule, then it absorbs some energy which is denoted as plus 1, and after going to the excited state, this molecule again goes to the ground state. That energy, and that time it emits some energy that is denoted as a minus 1. This is called as what? Emission. Okay, this is called as what? Emission. That means here from level 0 to 1, this is the ground state, and this is the first excited state. Whenever we provide the energy, this molecule goes from ground state to the excited state. Okay, that time it absorbs some energy, that is called as absorption, and whenever this molecule goes to the ground state, that time it emits some energy, that is called as emission energy. Okay, here the separation between the adjacent level, for example, the energy delta E, which is equal to what? The energy to the J value minus energy to the J minus 1 value. That means here, which is equal to what? To Bj value. Okay, and the B can be obtained from the spacing between the rotational line in the spectra of the molecule. This is the allowed transition. Okay, that we see here how to find out the allowed transition. Here, this is the transition observed in the rotational spectrum. How the transition observed in the rotational spectrum? In the first transition is what? The molecule which goes from J value 0 to 1. Here, this is the 0 J value. Here you can see here, this is the J value. Okay, this is the J value is the 0, and this molecule first excitation is what? J value from 0 to J is equal to 1. Okay, in the first excitation, first transition, J is what? Is equal to 0 to J is equal to 1. Here, from this excitation, in this transition, you can find out the energy, which is equal to H upon 8 pi square I into C into J plus 1. Here, this value is nothing but what? The B. Okay, which is denoted as a B, and that's why here then we can find out the change in energy, which is equal to Ej is equal to 1 minus J is equal to 0. Higher energy level to the lower energy level. This is the formula for to calculating the change in energy. Okay, which is equal to what? This is 2B minus 0. Okay, what is the formula for this? This is energy which is equal to Bj J plus 1. Here let me see. Here our formula for this energy, which is equal to what? B rotational constant J plus 1. In the first excitation, first transition, J is equal to 0 to J is equal to 1. Okay, and we have to find out the delta Ej, which is equal to what? J is equal to 1 minus higher energy level to the lower energy, that is J is equal to 0. Okay, we put this value in this equation, that is delta Ej, which is equal to, we have to put the value of J is equal to 1 into this equation number 1. Then what happened? It is equal to B into 1 into 1 plus 1. Okay, minus, here the second one is what? J is equal to 0. We put this J is equal to 0 value into equation number 1. Then we get what? B into 0 and 0 plus 1. Okay, that is what happened here, which is equal to, here 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That's why here we get 2B minus B into 0 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0, that is minus B. That's why here we get the value 2B. Okay, understood how we get this 2B value? Here the change energy having the value or the formula which is equal to Bj J plus 1. If we goes to the first transition from J is equal to 0 to J is equal to 1, then we can find out the change in energy, which having the formula delta Ej is equal to J is equal to 1 minus J is equal to 0, that is higher energy level to the lower energy state. That's why according to that we put this value of J into the first equation, and J is equal to 0 also put this value into the equation number 1, and then we get the value delta Ej from delta E j from j is equal to 1 to 0. Okay, then we get the what? 2b. Here you can see, here we get the value of 2b. That means what? This is the position of the first line in the spectra. Okay, that means this is the difference between the two line. Okay, this is the, yeah, this is the difference between the two line is what? This is difference is 2b. Okay, this is the here, 1 minute. Okay, here this is the value of what? Here we can I'm writing here the value of change in energy level. Okay, from j0 to 1, which has the difference is what? 2b. In the second case, what happened for the second transition? That is what? J is equal to 1 to j is equal to 2. J is equal to 1 to j is equal to 2. We put all this j value into this equation. E is equal to bj j plus 1. Then what we here we get? Delta E is equal to, first what? J having the value 2. That means here 2 plus 1, 3. 3 into 2, that is what? 6. 6b by minus, here j is equal to 2. That means 2 plus 1, 3. Sorry, what happened here? 1, 1. That means here 6b minus 2b. Here we get that 6b minus 2b, which is equal to what? 4b. How we get this? Here b has the value E is equal to b j plus 1, and here our energy level j is equal to 2 what? J is equal to j is equal to 1 to j is equal to 2. That's why here we put this value delta E is equal to what? B. Here the j having the higher energy level 2. That means B into 2 plus 1. Okay, minus B into 1 into 1 plus 1. Okay, then 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 into 2 is 6. This is 6b minus b into 1 is b, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That means here we get 2b, and then which is equal to what? 6 minus 2, which is equal to 4b. That means this, we here the second excited state, we get the delta G or energy difference between second to third excited state, which is equal to 4b. Okay, that means the second having the value 4b. That means what happened? Whenever you move from energy level 1 to 2, then 1 to 2, then what happened here? This having the energy, you can see here in the first and second energy level, 0 to 1 energy level, excited energy level transition, we get the 2b value. Okay, and whenever we move from 1 to 2, we get here the 4b value. That means their energy difference is going to increase. Like this manner, whenever we move from j is equal to 2 to 3, their value is going to change, and this value will be what? The 6b. And for the another transition, that means j is equal to 2 to j is equal to 3, here we get the value what? 6. We get the value 6b. Okay, that means here at this position we get the value 6b. Okay, that means what happened? Whenever you move from j is equal to 0 to 1, 1 to 2, their allowed transition is increases, their energy difference also increases. Okay, their energy difference, what happened, is going to increases. Since the allowed transition energy is given by the formula, that is the wave number, which is equal to, here the wave number is equal to, having the formula, 1 minute, the wave number having the formula h upon 8 pi square IC jj plus 1. This value is the value of b, that is b jj plus 1. The wave number of the different rotational level will be what? The 0, 2b, 6b, 12b and 20b. Okay, like this. This is 2b, then 4b, 6b, then what here? This is a 12b, like this man. Okay, 12b, 20b. And for two adjacent rotational state, whenever we take here the two adjacent rotational state, the energy difference is what? The Ej is equal to Ej plus 1 minus Ej is equal to 2b Jj plus 1. That means what happened here? This is J value. J is equal to 0 to 1. Their energy is what? The J value, their energy is 0. At 0 state, this is a 0 value. Whenever to excite from 0 to 1, their value is 2b. Whenever you move from first excitation to the second, they are having value 6b. Okay. Whenever you move from J value 2 to 3, that time their difference is what? 12b. Okay. Then whenever we get here the energy difference between these two, we get the value of what? Here from these we get the value of 2b. Then here from this energy difference we get the value 4b. From difference 6b to 12b, here this difference here we get what? 6b. Then from this to this we get the value of 8b. From this to this we get the value of 10b. Okay, this is the energy difference of the energy difference. Okay, whenever we differentiate these, then we get the spacing between these two. This is 2b. The difference of this 4 and 6 is what? 2b. The difference between of this 8 to 6 is what? 2b. Okay, that means here the two adjacent rotational state, the energy difference is given by what? The 2b, 4b, 6b. Okay, the wave number of the line observed in the rotational spectra will be 2b, 4b, 6b and 8b. The wave number of different rotational level. The wave number of a different rotational level is what? 0, 2b, 6b and 12b. And here the wave number of line observed in the rotational spectrum. Rotational level is different and rotational spectrum different. Okay, in the rotational level their value will be 0, 2b, 6b, and at the wave number of the line observed in the rotational spectrum is what? 2b, 4b, 6b. Okay, and the various line in the rotational spectra will be equally spaced. That means the difference is what? Same. 2b, 2b, 2b. Okay, that means here this is the wave number of rotational level. This is the rotational level. Different rotational level have the value 0, 2b, 6b, 12b. Okay, and the wave number in the rotational spectrum, that means the difference of these two is 2b. Difference of these two is 4b, 6b, 8b. And the difference of these, which is equal to what? 2b, 2b. The spacing between these two level, that is equal to 2b. Okay, this is the microspectrum of the rigid rotator. The separation between the adjacent line is what? 2b. Okay, here this is the wave number. Okay, the wave number difference. Okay, from energy level 0 to 1, this is 2b. From 1 to 2, this is the 4b. 2 to 3, this is the 6b. And their spacing, separation between two adjacent line, which is equal to what? 2b. Here this is also 2b. The spacing difference is 2b. All this spacing difference are what? 2b. Okay, that means you have to remember this. The separation between adjacent line is always 2b. Okay, so the b can be obtained from the spacing between the rotational line. Okay, this is about what? Rotational spectra. Okay, here this is the rotational transition of the diatomic molecule. Whenever we this is the rotational transition state, J is equal to 0. Whenever we move from 0 level to the 1, that time the energy required is 2b. Whenever we move from 1 to 2 rotational constant, that time their energy required is 4. Their energy is going to increase. You can see in this transition, the first transition energy is low, whenever we move from lower energy to the higher and higher transition level, their energy is going to increases, their energy difference is going to increases. That means required energy is going to increases. This is increase from 2b, 4b, 60, 6b, 12b, 20b, like this manner. Okay, according to that, here we can calculate the spectra of the different diatomic molecule. This is the example of the rotational spectrum of the rigid diatomic molecule. Here we this is the graph of what, absorbance versus wave number, and this is the value of this is the line separation. Okay, this is line separation in the rotational spectrum of the HCl molecule. Okay, and you know very well the line separation, here we learn the line separation, we are having the value of is what, 2b. The line separation having the value what, 2b, and that's why here this 2b value is what, 21.2 centimeter inverse. That means from this is the value of what, 2b. That's why we can calculate the value of b, which is equal to what, 10.6 centimeter inverse. By using this value, we can find out the moment of inertia by using this formula, that is b is equal to h upon 8 pi square I into c. Okay, and also we can find out the bond length or bond length, that is r, HCl, can be determined by using this formula, that is I is equal to m1 plus into m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into r0 square. For this we must have to know the value of m1 and the m2. Okay, this is the another rotational spectrum for the CO, carbon monoxide. Let me see the example related to this. The problem is the first rotational line, in the rotational spectrum of the CO is observed at 3.84235 centimeter inverse. Calculate the rotational constant B and bond length, that is the value of R of CO. The relative atomic weight of carbon is 12, oxygen having value 15.9994, and the absolute mass of hydrogen is 1.67343 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. Okay, so how to find out or calculate, how to find out the B and the bond length? Here they gives us the first rotational line. First rotational line, that means what, the J value from 0 to J is equal to 1. This is the first rotational line, and they having the rotational spectrum. We know that from value 0 to 1 they having the value what, 2b. That means they gives the value of 2b, which is equal to 3.84235. Okay, that means they gives us the value of 2b, which is equal to 3.8425, and from that we can calculate the value of b, which is equal to 1.92118. Okay, from this we can find out the value of I, that is moment of inertia, which is equal to what, h upon 8 pi square b into c. We know the value of b. Okay, and we put all this value into this equation, then we get the value of I, moment of inertia, which is equal to 14.5695 into 10 raised to minus 47 kg into meter square. Okay, then we here what is the formula for this, for calculating the bond length? I is equal to mu r0 square. We know the value of I, but we doesn't know the value of mu. Mu is the reduced mass. How to calculate this? Mu is equal to m1 into m2 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, then here we know very well this carbon having, we has to find out the value, reduced mass of the CO, which is equal to, we must know the value of carbon, mass of carbon and the oxygen. The carbon having the mass 12 and oxygen having the mass 15.99. okay, but they gives us the what, the mass of the absolute mass of the hydrogen. Okay, that means this mass in the form of kg. That's why here we has to find out the atomic weight of carbon and the oxygen in kg. Okay, and that's why what we have to do over here, we has to multiply this carbon value, that is equal to 12, into the absolute mass of the hydrogen, sorry, the absolute mass of the hydrogen. That means here the carbon having the value, we have to find out the mass of carbon in kg, which is equal to atomic weight of carbon into the absolute mass of hydrogen, which is equal to 1.67343 into 10 raised to minus 27. Like this manner, we can find out the mass of oxygen in kg, which is equal to 15.9994 into 1.67343 into 10 raised to minus 27. Okay, by multiplying these value, we get the value this. Here 19.92168 into 26.56 into 10 raised to minus 58. Like this manner also, whenever we sum from this value plus this value, then we get this value, that is 46.48303, and here we sum this, we have the common value is this, that is 10 into 10 raised to minus 27. Whenever we solve this, we get the value, that is 11.38365 kg. Okay, then we know the value of I, and also we know the value of mu. Then we can calculate the value of R. R0 is equal to what? I divided by mu, which is equal to, that is I having the value what? 14.56 into 10 raised to minus 47 divided by mu having the value 11.38365 kg, which is, by solving this, we get the value, that is 1.2799 into 10 raised to minus 20 meters square. This is the R square. So R is equal to the, that means how to calculate this R? Under root of R square, that is equal to, here we get the value of this, that is 0.113 nanometer, and here which is equal to 1.131 angstrom. This is the value of what? The bond length. Like this manner you can solve, you can find out the value of moment of inertia, reduced mass, bond length, and the rotational constant. Okay, this is about what? The different rotational spectra of the diatomic rigid molecule. Thank you very much for watching this lecture. Okay, here I will give you some problem related to this chapter. Then you have to solve all this problem like this manner. Okay, thank you very much.